Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know that the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us, why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video. Glory be to God. It is February 7th, 2025. Just got done praying with God. I just got done crying again. 46-year-old man. I done cried more than what I ever thought I would. But anybody that's been going through any type of restoration, separation, spiritual battles, you already know where I'm coming from. So I watched a video a couple weeks ago of Synovia Taught Me. She's a wonderful prophet on YouTube, TikTok. And I advise anybody that's doing the will of God, that has a kingdom marriage, to watch her videos. If you're going through any type of spiritual warfare with your spouse, you know, God speaks through her to tell us what's to come, or what to do, or just gives you insight of what's happening. She's anointed. You know, if you're anointed, you done went through something spiritually and God led you out of it, or he's leading you out of it, or he's telling you what to do. I came across one of her videos a couple weeks ago where she was talking about God unblinding the man that was blinded. And he had to spit and rub the dirt on the man's eyes. And then the man, it didn't happen instantly where he got his vision back, but he was slowly starting to see, because he said the people look like sticks. Well, ever since my wife called the police when I went to the house to check on her, and I made a video talking about it, God told me, don't speak to her no more. Don't speak unless it has something to do with the kids. Continue doing what you've been doing, but don't speak, and don't go over there. Don't go over there no more. Only when you got to pick up the children. When you pick up the children, don't speak to her. Sit in the car, look forward. Don't look at her. Don't say nothing. Don't ask her for anything. Don't ask for nothing in the house. You know, God was like, I'm gonna supply you with whatever clothes you need, whatever shoes you need, anything that you need, you're gonna be able to buy it and go from there. But there's nothing in that house you no longer need for this moment. So since that day, I haven't said nothing to my wife. I haven't he also told me, when you pray, don't pray for her, you know, don't give her no endurance. You could pray for her, but what you're going to pray is that you let your will be done. When it comes to my wife, let your will be done. And all I've been doing is saying that and telling God to bring her back home. Not to me, but to him. Bring her back home to him. That's all I've been praying. He haven't gave me no other ways that he wants me to pray for her. You know, no endurance. You know, give her strength. None of those type of prayers. Just let your will be done. Unblind her. Let her see who you are. Let her see who she is. And then finally let her see who I am through your eyes. That's all I've been praying. So this morning, it's my birthday. And something that hasn't happened in a couple years, I got a text from my dad. Now, I did text him on his birthday, which was February 5th. Got a text from my dad because, my dad, he pretty much is acting like I don't exist, and it's cool. I know he's being used by the enemy. I haven't done nothing to him. He wants to tell me that I'm not a good father, but you don't even speak to your grandchildren. You haven't been out to my house. So I already know that spirit. I already know that's enemy driven because there's no truth to anything that you're saying. I haven't beat up my wife. So if she called you or whatever, I'm not a beater, but you was abusive to my mama. I've witnessed you beat her up, flip her over couches and stuff like that. I witnessed it at a young age, all the way to my early teens. So he could miss me with thinking that I'm an abuser because I haven't abused my wife at all. But they believe whatever the enemy wants to tell them. But anyway, he told me happy birthday. Then he followed it up with a paragraph text. I didn't really want to read into it because I already know it's enemy driven. But so I just said I'm cool with just the birthday. I did glance. I didn't read it through, but I glanced at a couple things. Same thing with my son when he texted me the other day, told me that he was fine and he's okay, but then he continued to say disrespectful things. I glanced and see a couple disrespectful remarks or whatever of what he thinks what the truth is and who I am. But I'm not tripping. Just the day before when it came to my son, I prayed to God to ask him how my son is doing. So for him to have my son text me on Messenger and say that he was okay and he's doing fine, but then the enemy came out and did what he did, I was good with it. Same thing, he did the same thing with my father. My father told me happy birthday. My sister texted me happy birthday. I text her happy birthday on the 23rd of January. Now, I didn't text my little sister on her birthday on January 13th. But I did invite her to my birthday dinner. Now, she never once said that she was coming or not. She didn't reply, but she seen the text. She texted me, "You're getting old. Happy birthday. I love you." I replied back, "I love you too." And that was it. So I got happy birthdays for my two sisters and my father. Didn't hear from my sons today. But I'm okay with that. Now I checked the parent app that me and my wife communicates on. Something told me to check it. So I checked it. She left a message saying, I just wanted you to let you know, she said, happy birthday. I just wanted to let you know that we did not forget about your birthday. I will have the girls call you tonight. Now, tomorrow, I'm having a birthday dinner. I normally will pick up my girls. It's my weekend, but I'm going to go celebrate my birthday. And because I haven't really did anything for myself for the last 6 months, God done put, Synovia, man, she's so good. God uses her. She had made a video a couple weeks back also saying, and during your restoration period, when you're in your promised land, you got to recognize that God is making you smile again. You're enjoying yourself. You're being who you used to be. And I'm at that point. Like 3 months ago, I couldn't go celebrate and have a party for myself. You see what I'm saying? Now I can. I could be around other people. I'm not talking about my wife. I'm not talking about me and woe is me and the enemy this and enemy that. I'm just being me. And if they ask, I don't give out real deep details. I just say everything, God is working and he's doing everything he needs to do. So, like I said, I'm having a birthday dinner, going to Fleming's. I've been wanting a steak. And, I got about 16 people showing up. Well, maybe 14, maybe 16. 14 definitely, maybe 16. I don't know yet. So, that's what I'm doing, and I will let my wife know closer to the time that I'm supposed to pick up my daughters to let her know I'm not going to be able to pick them up. Now, today, after I read that message, I said, let me go stop at my daughter's schools, stopped at my youngest daughter's school, gave her a kiss, gave her a hug. She wanted to leave with me, but she's starting to understand that sometimes she ain't going to be able to come every time she sees me. Then I went to my oldest daughter. She's 5. Went to her school, gave her a hug and kiss. She jumped up on me. I held her, and she was just holding me so tight. It's a memory that I ain't going to forget. She was so happy to see me. So I didn't tell their mom that I stopped there. Oh, but I did tell her. And when I text her, this is what I text her. Once I left from the school, my youngest daughter's school, I said, because for some strange reason, I'm not on the emergency as secondary parent. I'm on there as an emergency contact. And I'm like, why would she not put me down as a secondary parent? But I said, that ain't nothing but the enemy. That's all enemy driven. So I text her and I didn't tell her I stopped at the school, but I just text her and said, can you please put me as the secondary contact on both Rayma and Raquel's schools? I'm thinking I'm about to hear some negativity, some enemy driven stuff. She replied back with a okay. I said, okay. That was weird. Because she didn't give me no pushback. She didn't say nothing negative. She just said, okay. So now the night comes, and like I said, my wife, he's done put the dirt and the spit on her eyes, and she sees, but she don't see clearly. She just sees the sticks. She sees people she sees me as a stick, because she put my daughter on the phone, my oldest daughter. She said happy birthday, and she was like, you been talking about him all day, now you shy. And then she ended up putting my youngest daughter on the phone, and she was speaking to me. And then she got off the phone, because you know how it is with kids. Kids don't really carry a phone conversation. So then she says, how was your day? How's your day been? I'm saying to myself, huh? Did she ask me how my day was? I said to her, I'm just at work, and thank you for letting my kids call me, and I hung up. Right now, this ain't the time to have a communication conversation. God told me not to speak to her. But for her to ask me how my day was, for her to text me and tell me happy birthday, for her to tell me okay about putting my name down as the secondary parent and not giving me no pushback or saying anything slick or stupid or something enemy driven. Is letting me know that was a sign from God. All these signs was from God letting me know she's starting to see, but she can't see clearly. Just give it some time. Give it some time. Now, I am interested to see how she's going to react when I tell her I'm not picking up the kids this weekend, because that means if I ain't picking them up this weekend and she's going to have them this weekend, the following weekend, then it's back on me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But, you know, this weekend, birthday dinner, next weekend, me and my friend, we driving out to San Francisco, All-Star Weekend, try to get a couple pairs of shoes, limited shoes out there. But it's things that I'm able to do. And then a couple weekends after that, March 3rd, Mary J. Blige concert. So I'm at a place where I can have fun again and do things that I enjoy doing and not worry about my wife. But I also see that God is also unblinding my wife. He's unblinding her. And that's a positive. I just got to pray to God and tell God, don't harden my heart too much that I can't recognize when she is coming, when she's seeing a lot better and she's trying to get back in my good graces, right? Because that's going to happen. And I can't, and I'm supposed to nurture her back to who she used to be. And I can't do that by being cold-hearted and not wanting to talk. Like, God is going to let me know, okay, you can start talking to her. You can start praying for her like this. I've been praying to God. Give me the strategies. Tell me how you want me to pray. Tell me what I need to say when I do pray. Like, it's going to get to a point where we are going to have to start over again. And we're going to have to court. We still going to be married. But I'll probably propose to her when that time comes, and we'll have a whole new anniversary date. And by this time, when that does happen, people will see how God worked and don't know who I'm gonna know and what I'm gonna be doing at that time. I'm not saying it's gonna happen within the next 2 months, or I just know when that time happens, it's going to be a lot of people to help celebrate it. But that's here and there. But I just want to let y'all know God is answering the prayers and he's doing what he's promised. He keeps his promises. And I'm taking everything that I seen as a sign of she could see, but she can't see clearly. Everything looked like sticks. Everything looked like trees. But until then, I love y'all. Glory be to God. I'm out.